Hey John, what's up?
Oh, you got me?
I got
Okay,
you.
hi. Hi, I'm Jon Biloon, Supernatural Agriculture. I'm just beginning to try to figure out how to be sending out these little video podcasts about what I think is the major issue that nobody is talking about. Everybody is talking about socialism and capitalism, but nobody really understands that both sides of that coin are denying the natural world. They're denying the abundance of this planet. Everybody thinks that either on the one side of capitalism, that printed money is going to get us out of every problem. That's why we're in the repo point right now, where hundreds of billions of dollars of liquidity, of capital is being inserted into our economy right now to attempt to keep us going. And then we have socialism, which actually believes in the printed money, and where they want to just print money and give it out to everybody, and they think that's going to solve everything. But in the real natural world, we actually have an economy, an economic system that is based biblically. And I'm sorry to say that, and I hope it doesn't turn a lot of people off. But the reality is true wealth is created by the interaction of the sun and plants on this planet. When the sun shines down its love, its photons, its energy, however you want to put it, plants are able to take that sun and use that to convert oxygen, carbon dioxide, minerals, energy into sugars. And those sugars are then in the factory of the plants. They're able to turn into every known chemical that is useful on this planet. The reality is, if you plant one seed in the ground, it'll turn into 100 seeds. That 100 seeds is 99 seeds is pure nature creating it. That's true wealth. That's true abundance. Real economies are based on consumables. Up until we figured out printed money, economies were based on someone growing something or digging something out of the ground and selling it. In a locally based economy, a dollar earned by a local farmer can create $7 to $10 worth of basically economic vitalization. When you insert dollars in, printed dollars into an economy, less than a quarter, 25 cents is created. Because all of that money is going into investments, into schemes, into criminality, into making other people rich. We know that fractional banking, printed money, and all of that, all it's doing is taking all of the wealth, all the true wealth of the nation, and depositing it in the hands of just a few thousand people on this planet. We're in the end game of that. The only way to solve it is not socialism. It isn't crony capitalism. It isn't anything like that. It's really up to every individual out there to plant their own garden. Take one seed and turn it into 100 seeds with the help of nature. That 100 seeds then, on even a quarter of an acre, you could actually create wealth for your own family. Every quarter to a half an acre done urban-style farming, well, I don't care if it's called microgreens or whatever, whatever you want to do is going to create wealth for you and wealth for your environment. So this podcast is going to be trying to explain is how can we do that as individuals, get out of this dichotomy of right and left and socialist and this and that and all of this, because anybody involved in that is taking you away from nature. Nature is going to save everybody. Small-scale farming feeds the world. This large-scale GMO, chemical, sci-fi farming that's been laid on us since the 1950s has destroyed our ability to have relationships with ourselves and the natural world. So I'm just hoping that people will start listening to me, and I'm going to try to take it from the simplest, growing microgreens in trays, to urban gardens, to backyard gardens, to rooftop gardens, to small-scale organic farming, to 5-10 acre farms, to even your 50 to 100 acre farms. And let's reestablish community, and let's reestablish health, and let's reestablish respect and responsibility for this natural environment. So I hope people can start listening to me. Thank you.